Welcome back. It's an Ugly World, episode 21. The boys are back in town.
One of them.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. No
Right.
changes have occurred. We're back with your hosts, Yo's.
And Chance.
We're back like we never left. Just the same as we left you last episode. How have you been doing, Chance? I haven't talked to you since last episode.
I'm good. Nothing interesting.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back into it.
Yeah, for sure. But no, yeah, I'm cool. I felt like I've been ready to come back for a little while.
Okay.
I think our research sesh went really well.
Oh, God.
It was really a masochistic research sesh,
It
but I was
really
having
was
fun
interesting.
overall because it was just like at one point I had to like kind of almost like pry myself away from the fucking laptop. I had to just close it because I was like, this is just a treasure
It could
trove.
go on all night, bro.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, and then the other funny thing is like now, the next day we have a clearer head or whatever, the stuff's probably going to be even crazier than it was.
Hit us for round 2.
Yeah,
brother.
exactly.
Yeah, we're talking about, I don't even know what to call it. I guess just like Otherkin, right? Is just the general. It's people who believe that they have a spirit of something in them that's not human.
Yeah.
This shit was very rough, I feel like, to look into because definitely a good amount of it was kids.
Yeah.
So we tried to avoid most of the children.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was posted in like 2003, because fuck them, they're adults now, whatever. That shit's been online for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Y'all can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these people it's such a broad spectrum, bro.
It really
and it is Pride Month, so, be proud of who you are. If this is who you are, I love you. But
yeah,
some of y'all need some milk, bro. Some of y'all
need some milk.
Really need some milk. I don't even know what else to say. Like, there's the amount of like different species. It gets to a point where some of these people are like, oh, well, I don't actually identify as any other species. I identify as a human kin because I identify as a human, but not myself. And I'm like, all right, brother,
yeah, I think
we kind of lost.
We gotta circle back around to that one after we get through a bunch of these.
Yeah. And
just see that the loop literally just comes back to just being normal.
It straight up just comes back to I don't want to identify as a regular person, but I am a regular
all I
person.
got.
So I'm actually not that cool.
Yeah.
But it is, there's
I'm like a human with the spirit of a man.
Yeah, that's literally what people, and I'm like, gang.
If you can wrap your head around that.
It gets to a point, bro.
Yeah.
It gets to a point. There's also crazy lore that we're probably going to just really quickly go over where some of these people had whole scientific fucking theses that they wrote for their own like beliefs and philosophies and stuff. It's very deep.
There's like an interesting line too where it's like, I don't even know how much they believe. Like there's a point where it's like, okay, it's definitely like fan fiction territory. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they still like stand on it though. They still stand by it.
Yeah, I can't really tell what percentage of them actually believe this shit.
Yeah,
and what percentage of them are just like doing it for fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like some of them definitely felt more like they were doing it for fun.
Right. Yeah,
but they're like, oh yeah, every week I like change my kin or whatever, and I'm like, okay. You know that it's not real. Then.
Yeah.
But then there were other ones that are like, I've been a vampire kin and a wolf kin for the past 30 years, and it's like, gang. You got to hold off on that. Fuck, there's some other one that I was going to bring up that we're going to touch on later, but
I mean,
I'll remember it.
I remember a lot of them. So we have, I think initially what we wanted to look into was like vampires and like, people that believe they actually gain something from drinking like a little tincture of blood, right? Or the people you have like I think that's like the sanguinarians. Those are the OG vampires, but then some of the like newer vampires, they're kind of they're like, well, I like to have cranberry juice and pretend it's blood. So and it does the same thing for my vampire spirit or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that shit was dope. So we saw a good amount of that, and then what? And then obviously Dragonkin was my favorite.
Fucking awesome.
I also just like
We're
dragons
read a
lot.
Dissertation on Dragonkin.
Yeah, so naturally being a dragon fan, I was like, I maybe these are my people.
These
So
might be your
naturally, I
people.
have to look into it.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Dragonkin. Oh man, and the best ones were oh well, what was it? It was the one where it was basically like the precursor to like furries.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
all this shit was like from like late 90s, early
Mm-hmm.
2000s. And it was like, I'm a person with an animal spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, I kept seeing stags, like deer come up. Deer and like coyotes
Yeah, it seems like deer and
were
coyotes were like
popular.
back in the day the
Yeah.
top ones. People just wanted to be
Yeah.
deers for
If
some
it's like
reason.
dogs and cats mostly
Mm-hmm.
now, it was
Yeah,
deer and
yeah.
coyotes.
But there is a big rift between the furry community and the Otherkin
That's
community.
my
They do
favorite
not
shit.
fuck with each other at
Mm-mm.
all. I saw one person in the furry community talking about, I've been X'd out of the Otherkin community. They've been bullying me. Is there any way that you guys will accept me? And most of the people were like, yeah, it's fine, come in. But there were some furries that were like, come on, bro, not here. This is not the time. Exactly. They were ready to up the yop on them.
Yeah. And I don't want to spoil anything, but one side did come out on top.
One side definitely comes out on top.
I think you could probably
You
infer,
probably,
but
just by the way the internet works now, you could
yeah,
probably tell who came out on top.
yeah,
But one of them's a long-standing tradition.
yeah, yes.
The other one,
And then the other one that unfortunately, because like you were saying, like there was just so much. A part two may be necessary because then the other one, I loved how abstract it gets. Then you have like Conceptkin and Objectkin.
oh yeah, Objectkin was sick. I have one for Objectkin
You
that's
do?
fucking
Okay,
hard.
yeah, I remember the one
But
you say for that.
that does remind me of what I was gonna say before with how what I can't tell what percentage of these people believe this shit because there
Yeah.
are people that will be in there and they're like, yeah, I don't identify as like anything or whatever. Like I don't know what to call myself. And then people are like, oh, just make up a character and identify as it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you'll be an OC kin. And I'm like,
Right.
so it's bullshit. Like you're
Right.
just like, I'm just gonna make this character and say that's who I am. Like, come on, brother.
But I think, but then it's also fun too, because then I think there's some people that are like, no, that's valid.
No, exactly. The people that are
That's
like
pretty
gassing them
fun.
up are like, nah, this shit's
That's
real.
real. I do get to decide that,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact.
I love these people.
But yeah, the
Chris
Conceptkin
Chan,
ones
Sonnet
were Conceptkin ones were very cool because you had like Voidkin.
The
And I was like,
Voidkin
that
were
sounds
tough,
so hard.
bro.
It
The
sounds
Voidkin
like
were
some
sick.
Dark Souls shit.
Yeah.
Kin of the Void. Yeah, my whole life I just kind of identified with the Void and
Fuck, I
the
loved it, bro.
creatures there within.
The amount of like phantom limbs and stuff, talking about how they always
Yeah.
growing up, they felt like they had wings and all
Yeah.
this, like, bruh. These
Yeah.
people talking about how they're a vampire, but they also think, I'm starting to feel like I might be an angel as well. And like, gang, hang it up.
And every man there are two wolves.
That's what I'm saying. These people, at least, bro.
At
Some of these people have like 30 of them in them.
Yeah.
But do you want to start it off? Do you want to get into something good?
Actually, would you start it off? Because I still got to figure out how to like navigate things smoothly
Sure.
between the docs and the chat. So
I think I might start it off with something. Like I said, all this stuff is very, very wordy. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start it off with this one that is.
Are you able to
post
put
from?
Are you able to put what we're looking at on screen later?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So we're looking at one. This is a article or response actually to an interview that was conducted by Maxim magazine back in 2009. They interviewed somebody named Vampire Dawn, who apparently, I guess in 2009 was the king of the vampires, where everybody knew
shit.
Vampire Dawn in the community.
Lost to time, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Sad.
R.I.P. But there's a whole article written by Vampire Kitten, who very much disagreed with a lot of the takes of Vampire Dawn,
Mhm.
and really felt like he was putting the vampire community, back a few steps.
Damn.
Felt like maybe we wouldn't be accepted if Vampire Dawn's our spokesperson.
Oh shit.
So just the way that Vampire Kin starts it out. I know I'm probably going to be bashed for this, but I'm tired of this bullshit. Uneducated, nonsensical talk coming from the great Vampire Dawn. It's not like I haven't dealt with the slanderous words of his posse in the past, but I am officially fed up. So these people got some kind of beef that I wish we use the Wayback Machine and stuff for an archive.org and stuff for most of this because this shit just like doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But
Which is
It's
kind of sad because I'm like, damn, bro, we used to have vampire
we used to
wars.
have exactly, bro. That's crazy. But so a lot of this stuff, like we could find certain responses, but some stuff is just like lost to time at this
Mhm.
point. But they're going on to say that Maxim did this interview with the Don himself, and that this interview is not helping the community at large. This is not only gives the real vampire community a bad name, but it completely false information in relation to real werekin. In order to explain to you the wrongs within this article, it will be broken into sections, and my comments will be in italics. Before I read, please note I consider myself both psychic vampire and therianthrope, American gray wolf. Yes, I'm a werewolf. Equally, being from both communities, I know what's going on within the two, the good and the bad. Vampires are egotistical drama queens that believe they need elders in order to unite for some great or rather unknown cause that everyone still is unsure about. Seems kind of bullshit if no one knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Therianthropes are somewhat elitist. They often don't care what others' opinions, but their own, and many do not even believe in vampirism. As vampires are attempting to gain acceptance among the world, Therians usually dedicate their lives to shamanism or harnessing their shifting abilities.
Oh, I forgot that's a
So
big thing in
shifting
all of this.
is
Shifting is
also
a
a very
big deal.
controversial topic within the
Right.
werewolves and the Therian kin
Yeah.
because
There it
some of
is,
them
Therian, right?
Therian, yes. So some of them believe that you can actually shift into a werewolf, a wolf man, if you will. Others in the community say, this isn't. We haven't really seen too much evidence pointing to this, but some of the OGs said that we could still do it, so they just kind of believe it anyway. But there
Yeah.
is some controversy behind that.
Yeah.
But this article is fucking huge because this person is literally responding to like every single fucking point.
Yeah.
But um, I just think it's so sick that there's this like back in the day there was this big beef between vampires and werewolves
So
online.
good.
Of course,
Do you think they
just to
ran for
remind
AIDS
you
in real
guys,
life?
that would be so fucking sick. Just to remind you, the first Twilight movie came out in 2008. So I
Whoa.
think that maybe awoken a lot of
Oh yeah.
vampire kin
Mhm.
and Therian kin
Yeah.
to this whole idea of vampires versus werewolves. But it's so fucking sick, bruh. Seeing somebody coming out being like, I'm actually both. So let me weigh in on this one.
It's like the logic of that
That's
world.
what you said it best,
I'm
brother.
by kin.
You said it best, brother. But I don't know. I think it's so fucking sick. Like this person's going in talking about like trying to take down the Dawn. I'm like, first of all, you can't step to the Dawn, bro.
That's
He's
what
getting
I'm
interviewed by
saying.
Maxim. Who are you, bro?
Yeah.
You're posting
Turn
on
the
some
whole
bullshit
Cali against you.
at the very least. But see, and then this is one of the questions I was asked to Dawn is, do vampires really hate werewolves? And he says, not necessarily, but we do have basic animosity because werewolves are more in touch with nature and vampires deal with blood, taking from something alive and stealing their life force. And the otherkin, as we call werewolves, have their brutality, while vampires try to portray a more eloquent existence. We're all otherkin, is what Vampire Kitten comes back and says. We're all otherkin.
Vampires, therianthropes, real were creatures, not just wolves, draconian, fae, and so on. I'm a big draconian myself.
Draconian, that's what I'm saying. I think that's my.
Well, honestly,
Draconian
at this point, I think I'm a draconian vampire. Keep it
I
OG
can see
with
that.
you.
I can see that. I feel like I'm
think-
a little bit of a void creature, draconian.
But you know what? I also kind of think I'm a void creature too. So honestly, I think I'm a draconian vampire of the void, personally.
Damn, that's pretty. I respect that. I respect the cards you were dealt, bro. The hands
Yeah,
you were given.
wasn't my choice.
That's what I'm. Well, that's a big thing too. A lot of these people say it's not their choice. Therians are not brutal in nature, and they are appreciative of nature as much as the next person, but not all are completely involved with it. I've noticed the majority of the more eloquent natured vampires are merely vampire lifestylers. I can safely say that vampires are more brutal to one another than any Therian could ever be.
I can see it.
So fuck the vampires, I guess.
You know, they got a good
Fucking
point.
brutal.
Like in the media, I never see werewolves getting down on each other. They're always like the
they always
oppressed
run in a
peoples.
pack. They're always
Yeah.
exactly the vampires.
Always living in
That's
castles.
what I'm saying. Doing
Got too
cool
much time on their
Come on, bruh.
hands.
Come on, bruh.
Probably doing 2CB, beefing with each other.
And then another question that was asked to the Don. Is there any way to tell if someone is a werewolf? He says, you'll notice them walking through the mall and clubs. I have friends who wear leather coats and inscribe insignias with meanings on them. They'll wear a particular necklace or symbol, but I wouldn't walk up to one in the mall and go, hey, are you a werewolf? Just because he's walking around with some fake tail hanging down. And then our beautiful debater comes back and says, there is no specific way to tell if one is a therianthrope, werewolf. However, there are some specific traits, yet they are usually few and far between, as therianthropy or therion what the fuck?
Therianthropy.
Therianthropy is more of a spiritual, metaphysical condition, as is vampirism, and something we're born into, I might add. There you go. As for symbols, the only non official symbol is the theta delta. And even then, not all Therians use it. A Therian will wear normal everyday clothes and oftentimes may have a tattoo, necklace, and so on in their respected Theriotype. But not always. I've noticed that most vampires tend to hang with the goth crowd and oftentimes will dress the part. Therians are simple and usually do not require such things. However, sometimes they participate in furry fandom and wear spirit masks to howl in
Oh,
large Therian gatherings.
oh, I have never heard of howls before. Is that
Oh,
a
you haven't
term
heard of the
still
howl?
used?
I think it is. I
Nah.
think it is. It's just like
Ah,
groups of like furries and stuff, like
yeah.
canines.
Oh, that's what's up.
But yeah, so I
Damn,
don't
bro.
understand. Also, maybe I'm on Vampire Kitten's side, honestly, because why the fuck were they interviewing the Vampire Dawn about werewolves?
That's a good
You
point.
know,
Yeah, that's
like
true.
what was Maxim thinking? It's really disgusting because they could have got Vampire Kitten,
They did. Yeah, they could have.
but instead they had to go behind the back of the community and grab the Dawn vampire. Like what the fuck? It's disgusting to me, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. Could have got
Uh,
both sides. Could have had a follow-up interview.
that would be sick.
Could have had them sit down at a table and talk about their
That's what I'm
differences.
saying, bro. The great debate.
No, but Maxim
Great
just wanted to
debate.
stoke the flames.
What if they did it on purpose, bro? What if
I
one of
think
their
so.
fucking writers or something like that, one of the editors at
Yeah.
Maxim was low key a vampire, so they brought this vampire in to talk shit about werewolves?
Yeah, he's like, dude, we got to spread the propaganda.
Fuck, bro.
We got to put our feet on their necks. They've been allowed to scurry around for too long.
Oh shit, vampirekitten.net. She was an alt model.
Oh, that makes sense.
The website doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, does Maxim even still exist? Wasn't it just like a boob mag?
That's what I thought, but apparently they were doing real research into
Apparently,
the occult.
they they earned more of my respect. That's for sure. Instead of that fucking pornographic slop.
Yeah, that fucking degeneracy. Yeah, I don't think they exist no more. Oh no, never mind. Someone still owns them. It's not saying if they still put out Maggies, but yeah, it looks like it's mostly a titty magazine.
Yeah.
Hey, more power to you, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, they got the Hot 100 in 2025. Ellie McPherson, 61 years old, won the Hot 100. Hey,
Is it
good
like
for her, bro.
the age goes up to 100?
That would be awesome if every year they had someone relating. Actually, maybe that wouldn't be awesome because then they would have had to start from.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could find a way around it. God damn it.
We'll find something. We'll find some way to make that work.
We'll make that joke will work later.
Yeah. Well, let's. Yeah. All right. What do you got for me, bro?
I think the way that you opened it, it might be a good time to just go into the infighting. And I got a couple of those. So, okay, I'm pretty stoked on this. Oh, damn, you know what? Maybe we should have opened with this because this is from 2003.
Oh, fuck, even older, bro.
Yeah, man. So this, which I'm actually trying to remember what the fuck this even was. But I guess we'll just kind of see.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Ooh, September 14th, 2003. 2 years after our beautiful towers, bro.
That says a lot.
This is what we were going. This is one of the consequences.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Do you think? Because there's a lot of like occult practitioners and
Oh,
new age people
fuck,
that think that
bruh.
that cataclysmic events like that open up stargates that allow other spirits and entities. So what if there was a great influx of void spirits that
Holy fuck.
inhabited
Oh
the
my
world of
god.
men?
It was all brought upon by that fateful day in 2001.
The second tower has been struck.
Fuck, bruh.
Um,
Someone should have warned George Bush about this, bro. Oh, he
so
knew.
well, that's kind of interesting because then a lot of those like conspiracies too, you have a lot of the like reptilian and like grays and stuff. What
Oh my
if
god, they're
they're
just
half
reptile
right?
kins and
I was about to say, what if they're half right? What if they're people with the spirits of reptiles, the spirits of aliens? That was another one. Alienkin isn't it? Dude, there's so much
holy fuck,
there's
bro.
just too much to get into, honestly. But I'm like, holy shit, oh my God, wait,
Oh, this is
what if when Alex Jones is going through the list and he's like patriot, retard, vampire, he meant
he
literally. I'm pretty sure there's vampires. Damn, wait, so hold on. The lizards
wait
are
a
actually
minute.
draconians?
Oh shit. I didn't even put that together, dog. What if George Bush was half dragon?
I
He
think
was a
so.
dragonkin.
Oh, that would make sense with his warlike tendencies.
And he's dumb as bricks.
He's dumb as bricks. Donald Trump is probably a vampire.
I could see
With
that.
Epstein
That one
and
makes
them?
sense. Yeah. Damn. So that means Epstein's probably still alive. I don't remember
Yeah, I
seeing
don't think
a
he's gone.
stake driven through
Yeah,
his
no, he's in
chest.
Tel Aviv for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the vampire's home base.
Oh, fuck.
That's why the nightlife is so crazy out there, dog.
Is it really? I don't know.
Mhm.
Tel Aviv. I had no idea. Oh my God.
That's them folks love dancing at night. I wonder why.
Holy shit. Alex Jones ain't crazy.
Look, I've been saying that for a long time, bro.
Fuck.
I don't know if we should speak any more on this, dog. We might get
Bro, who manages to stay so pale in the Middle East?
look, bro. I think we're barking up a dangerous tree right now, dog.
Might get into a suspicious car accident in
We
a
might
week.
get into a great astral war.
Fuck.
Look, I read up a little bit on the astral
Yeah.
wars. I feel like we might be speaking a little too much truth into power, bro.
Damn. There's a reason these things are lost to the archives.
That's what why do these communities not exist anymore? You tell me, brother.
It was spilling too far into our world.
You tell me, brother.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Well, with that being said,
A call to arms. Like it or not, as dragons, we are at the front lines in the battle to bring the ideas of magic back to Earth. Yeah, I know. This isn't news. The more impassioned among us have been saying that for years, right? Earth has lost the meme, and now that we've been enlightened, it's our duty to go about enlightening the mundanes and yada, yada, yada. But let's set aside the great astral war for a moment and look at this in a down-to-earth way. Consider the debates that are starting to swirl at the idea of Otherkin, which is to say the idea that humans can have non-human souls, generally through a process of reincarnation. Gains traction around the net. It's encountering resistance, of course, probably almost exactly the resistance that everyone was expecting, which is to say, a huge group of people who just can't be bothered with it except as an intellectual curiosity, a tiny group of people who seem to have a personal grudge against the idea, and a slightly larger knee-jerk chorus of, you guys are crazy, with no particular thought invested beyond the brain telling the fingers which keys to type. Having read entirely too many sterling examples of the latter in the last few days, it strikes me that no matter what the initial exposure to Otherkin was, the initial argument always seems to boil down to something like this. This is crazy. Otherkin are a danger to themselves. Why? Because they believe that can't possibly be true. Look at the dragon people. How long until they jump off a skyscraper thinking they can fly?
what the fuck?
Aside from making the most unimaginably stupid assumption possible, akin to atoms are over 99% empty space, anyone who discovers this must then assume they can theoretically walk through walls. How long until scientists, etc.? The claim is illustrative of something illuminating and completely tangential to the point of the claim. In the minds of critics, at least, dragons are the Otherkin movement. I occasionally hear tirades against the elves, probably because it's largely an elf user base that has adopted the Otherkin label. Animals often favor wares, and many dragons identify as therianthropes. But whenever the peanut gallery wants to disprove us, it's always draconity that comes up. Out of all the broad variety of animals, sapients, and oddities I've encountered inside the movement, we are Otherkin in general, all gamer geeks with no grip on reality because J.R.R. Tolkien invented dragons and you're just marching in his footsteps? Why are Otherkin in general deluded in this soul is something else thing? Because dragons are an evolutionary impossibility? Why are Otherkin in general on an ego trip? Because you're always declaring yourselves to be something beautiful and powerful with the ability to smash and fly and burninate, and never heard that. But okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and give a breather there because goddamn, this shit. It's about halfway through the call to arms. Actually, no. That's about halfway through the first part of the call to arms. That's part one.
They even got some illustrations and shit in here. It gets deep, but
so he feels like Draconians are taking the brunt of the criticisms.
Look, I mean, I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah,
you know, the Draconians have been through a lot. Is all I'll say, bro. When's the last time you heard about an elf being persecuted like the Dragonkin?
That's true. That's true. When you think about it, everybody is pointing to Draconians running the government. How do you know it's not the Fae? How do you know?
That's what I'm saying. It's really like these people, the one-track mind.
Check for yourself. Do your own research. This used to be a country.
This did used to be a country. And honestly, after we started oppressing the Dragonkin like this, I feel like we really cannot call ourselves a country.
No.
Until we have a space for the Dragonkin.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. The more I identify with them, the more I need to see a resurgence. The more I feel like I need to talk to others like me.
I just don't even understand like their like argument with the or the argument that they're saying that people make where it's like, you're a danger, you're gonna jump off of a skyscraper. I'm like, who has ever said that? I'm like, there's no fucking way anyone was like, oh, you like to pretend you're a dragon? I bet you're gonna jump off of a skyscraper and kill yourself. Like, what the fuck? What is the...
Yeah, I think there's definitely a little bit of made up oppression here.
Well, that's another thing.
Just a little bit. That's
another thing that I saw. I think I grabbed it too, that we'll touch on a little bit later. But there were some of these people that are like, we're being colonized, and like, the life of an Otherkin is a life of somebody under colonization. I'm like, shh, brother, you got zero fucking problems in your life if you're like, this is colonialism that made me feel like I'm not a real vampire. You're fucking fried, dog. But I don't know. I just... Look, bruh, if you want to get together with your boys and pretend that you're fucking dragons and put on wings or whatever the fuck and talk about the great astral war,
invite me, to be honest.
Be my guest, bruh.
You know?
I just feel like these dudes just go to the furry conventions, bro. Like, why do y'all got beef with the furries? Just let them... Just hang out with all of them, bro. Just be a regular ass furry, and there will be no issues, bro. You don't got to be talking about the great astral war.
But it's important, though.
It is important. I mean, look, I'm conflicted.
That's my problem with the furries. They don't want to talk about real shit.
See, that's what I'm saying. The furries aren't talking about the colonization of Otherkin. The furries aren't talking about the oppression that we face on a day-to-day basis.
They're spending entirely too much money on mascot costumes and fucking.
Exactly. These fools are dropping at least 20 bands on a fucking costume just to whip their dick out.
Bro, my vampire draconic voidkin are on the front lines of the astral war. Where the fuck were you? Fucking in a fursuit.
See, you're pushing me. I came into this a little closed-minded, I guess. You might be opening me up. Hey, yo. I don't know, bro. I wonder if these people, if they had a resurgence, if they'd find anywhere, any safe haven in current day America.
I think it'd be pretty easy.
Yeah?
I think
you think so? Maybe they move over to Mom Donna's stand or something like that. Maybe they'd be accepted there.
Oh, shit. Probably.
See a bunch of dragons flying around.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool. The future we could have.
Bro, I was gonna say that's so fucking fun. Imagine if something like that did happen. This shit all turns out to be real, and then New
Fuck.
York's just the fucking safe haven for Dragonkin.
I'd
I'm like,
move.
bro, look, New York's kind of been on top recently. Every other
Yeah.
state has been digging themselves in deeper and deeper
Yeah.
holes. The other can come back for the revival, and the Dragons run New York, bro. Hey, I might have to be out there. Maybe
Damn.
Fern was right when he said we all got to move to New York.
Yeah, man. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe he was.
But I feel like New York's more of a vampire city.
You know what? And I feel like that's why it needed to be cleaned up. Vampires made a mess of that city. That's the real problem.
Clean up the streets, bro.
Clean
Maybe
up
I should
the
run for mayor
fucking
of
streets.
New York.
I think so.
Just run on an anti-vampire.
Oh my god, yes.
That's my stance, bro.
Yeah.
Elect me as mayor of New York. I'm gonna clean up the streets from all this vampire bullshit that we got
Yeah.
going on.
And you know, and I say this as Vampirekin myself.
Look,
Non-biased, okay? There's some stuff that is wrong.
Look, these vampires got away with too much for too long is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We got to get back to our roots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you want to continue on this one?
Yeah, let me see. I think so anyways. I think there is some other good stuff. Oh yeah, dude, this guy's fucking awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna go a little bit further. Oh god, so good. The critics make one point with which I agree. Taking up the mantle of dragon is not something to be done lightly. Like it or not, we're at the front line of the battle to legitimize Otherkin, and we need to be mindful of this as we declare ourselves to the world. I think we can win that battle, but it's a battlefield tougher than any great astral war I've ever seen.
Damn, this is kind of sad, bro. Reading this shit from 2003 and now just thinking like
they lost.
You guys are non-existent anymore.
We are really digging into the final just remains of a society lost.
This feels like we're fucking digging up fucking manuscripts from like some society that existed hundreds of years ago.
Fuck, man.
Talking about how hopeful. It's like when you read like the like time capsule in the USSR, like people would write like all this stuff like, oh, we can't wait to see like in 100 years when this gets open, like how beautiful the world has become and how united all the workers are and like how workers of the world will have real power. And then you're like, damn, bro.
I hope you didn't leave to see the collapse.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I hope you died with hope.
This is that sad shit where it's like, damn, bro, they had so much hope in their heart. And now look where we are.
Fuck.
We're talking about they're creatures of legend, and they eat challenges like this for breakfast. I have faith we can tackle this one too. Fuck, bro.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. We should have reached out to this person.
We really should.
I got an email somewhere on here.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't even exist. I don't even know what the fuck tomorrowlands.org is, bro.
Let's hold our snouts high. We're dragons. Hear us roar.
The fucking battle call from the dragons, dog. I don't know. This shit. They should have been here, bro.
Oh shit. I totally forgot one thing we discovered. Before there was like furry cons and stuff, everybody went to BayCon.
Oh yeah. It was some like big science fiction convention in like San Diego or something like, or not San Diego, San Francisco. Yeah.
So like the closest thing to that was like basically just like a melting pot where on the surface it was all just like sci-fi and fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But little did anyone know there's some real shit going on.
Real shit happening.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to talk about that. They weren't ready for that combo, bro.
No, they weren't.
Oh, another thing. These dudes were woke, bro.
They
were talking about like, especially these ones, they were talking about like being like trans and like just like all this shit back in like pansexual, like all this stuff back in 2003, bro. I'm like, hey, you know what? Respect to you guys.
Yeah, this shit is literally like that's what's kind of funny looking at this stuff is where it's like everybody's like, what's going on in the world? The world's so crazy now, buddy. It's been
I'm like, hey,
it's
bro,
been like this. You
shit's
just
been
didn't
around,
know.
gang. Yeah.
You didn't know
you weren't tapped in.
You didn't know about the Great Astral War, gang.
I wish I was around for that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, just imagine just getting off of work, bro.
Yeah.
Clocking back in, just hitting one of these forums and just chopping it up about the Great Astral War, about what life could be as Dragonkin. If we just had an opportunity, bro.
I think life would be so much better with that outlet.
Look, bro. Now
For
all
my
these kids
kind,
just jump
anyways.
into fucking Discord and talk about shooting schools up. So
I know, bro. When did shit get so boring? Because like some of these people we looked at too, like they're just like gay and into BDSM.
yeah, true.
Fucking
yeah.
boring, dude.
Yeah, I'm just like, dog. You could have had imagination.
Yeah.
Back in the day, fools were imaginative.
Man, you know.
Now we're just like, where can I go to get my ass spanked so I can nut
Who
on
cares?
Discord live streams? And I'm like, look, bro.
Miss me with that boring shit.
That's what
though.
I'm saying, bro. Wake me up when something interesting happens in your life, bro. I don't need to hear about all that.
Well, I guess there are still there's still remnants, you know, but it's not like it was. You know, you could still go to a lot of, I think even like porn conventions, they'll have the you know, like the alien and like dragon cocks that deposit dragon eggs.
Oh my god,
in
those
your
are
pussy.
so fucking tough,
Yeah,
bro.
those are dope.
They got like
We should get one for the
Jell-O.
set. Just have a
Have it
big
sitting
old
there. You
dragon
couldn't even
cock.
tell what it is, bro.
Yeah.
So that shit's tough, bro. I wonder if these fools were tapped in with that back in the day. Like, I wonder if they were on the forefront of.
Oh my god! Like, but they probably had to do like DIY shit though.
That's what I'm saying.
Did they just get a regular dildo and just like modify it, carve
yeah,
shit
just
into it,
whittle
carve
the dildo.
grooves into it, and dye it different colors?
That's so fire, bro. Nah, we got to find the fool who was like whittling out of wood the the blueprints for all these dragon dildos and shit.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you come up with that? What diagram? Well, I guess maybe it was a past life, or maybe when they shifted, they modeled it after their own piece.
Yeah.
Depending on which of the 4 dragon genders they are.
You just know.
But I don't know. I kind of like these. I love these people, bro. Not kind of like. I really do like these people a lot.
As well.
Let's see. And this other one. So this is just a quick question that was asked. I say quick question. I'm telling you, these people cannot type less than fucking 15 paragraphs.
That's a very good point.
This is on the Otherkin subreddit. Which, this is what I'm saying, when this shit fell off, they lost to the furries. The Otherkin subreddit only has 5,000 like members. Like, this shit is not.
You know what I would like to run back to, or to actually correct myself, because last night when we were talking, I was like, yo, these people can't be smart because of how many like, you know, grammatical errors there are. But I was like, look at how much they fucking type.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes are. It's one of those things where it's like, these fools probably were the people who like in school would not write anything. They would avoid the essays and everything. But then you give them one prompt that they want to write about, bro, and they go crazy with it.
Yeah.
It's the same shit with like those people that like don't draw anything, but then they start drawing like porn and stuff, and then they just go nuts with it. And then exactly. Yeah. It's like they couldn't draw like a fucking car or something like that, or a cat, but they could draw titties like a motherfucker, bro. But
I bet furries, honestly, most furries are probably fucking illiterate.
I could see that.
I don't
know. I don't think so. Actually, me and Fur we're tapping into this
I'm
a
a
while
hater,
ago.
to be
honest. I know.
honest.
I love furries. Furries are my goats.
I think I hate them. I think since I discovered my kind, I think I hate them.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
I'm
coming at it
biased.
from that angle.
Yeah.
From the ancient tomes.
Well, yeah, from
the wars of yore.
My draconian ancestry.
Yeah.
And what they did to my people. That we don't exist anymore.
But that's what they were talking about with the colonization, that like furries are like, it's like cultural appropriation for Otherkin.
It is.
But I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Whatever. On here they're saying, are there any older Otherkin/alter humans here? It says, hello, this is my first post here. I'm starting to settle on being a Sang vampire and at the same time non-human. I've been lurking around Otherkin and vampire communities since 2007. Look, all I'm saying, this fool took his sweet ass time to figure out his identity. Hey,
you gotta respect it.
I respect it, bro.
That much skin in the game.
You've been there for fucking 20 years, and you're finally like, I think I do understand myself now. Fool did his, I mean, at the very least, he did his research, dog.
This motherfucker took time and he's like, I'm a fucking vampire.
Hey. But yeah, so the communities had a strong focus on 18 plus people, so I couldn't really get much out of them at the time. I dropped all related interests and tried to bury all non-conventional interests for 15 years. Yet here I go again. So that shit's calling back to him. There's something in
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
This human body vessel is at this point 30 plus years old. Very little visible aging signs, and there's and they're most human.
I'm glad he put that in
Think of
there.
me most humans think of me being 10 years younger. No one guesses my age correctly. All right, bro. I guess he's just trying to be like, look, I look good. But my skin is very sensitive to the sun, which is something that a lot of these people say. And I'm just like, brother, you just don't
Yeah.
go outside, gang. Like,
Well, see, my skin is also sensitive to the sun.
oh, fuck.
This is why I
The
know.
see, everything's starting to come together.
Everything is
now.
making sense.
My skin is very sensitive to the sun. I get sun rashes, so I often have to cover a lot more, even when it's hot. My eyes are also sensitive to bright lights. To be fair, my mother also had photosensitive eyes and pale skin, but she was not vampiric as I am. All right, bro, why you shitting on your mom like that?
Yeah,
How do you
what the
know she
fuck?
wasn't a fucking matriarch or something? You don't fucking know. Yet she had a strong attraction to elves and fairies. What?
Bruh.
That's I feel like that's also letting on a lot more than talking about your mom had a strong attraction to elves and fairies. That's kind of interesting.
Isn't it?
Maybe your mom was an elf. Pale
Whoa.
skin, a very vampiric look.
I feel like there's a lot of connection there. In the Elder Scrolls, there's quite a few vampiric high elves.
Hey, maybe Bethesda was onto something. Bro.
I don't know the elven genealogy, but I would not be surprised if they came from the same fountainhead. To be honest,
Look, all I'm saying is the paths are crossing right now. I'm getting a little more insight than what I think this guy was even letting on.
oh yeah, I think he didn't even really realize
Exactly.
what he was putting down.
He didn't put
here.
everything together.
Yeah,
See, this is the thing. He's been in the game for 20 years, and
Yeah.
even he isn't putting everything together. That just goes to show how deep this really is and how important this is for
Yeah.
people like this to exist and to be able to tell their stories.
There needs to be an avenue of legitimate scholarship.
Brother, that's what we were saying when we were reading the Dragonkin biology and stuff.
Who's gonna do it? Who is gonna be?
I think that fool you were talking, the Baxil or whatever.
I
the
think
fuck.
Baxil might be.
Baxil's
Baxil might be the GOAT, to be honest.
Baxil's crazy.
I didn't even get into all of his stuff because there was a lot on the in the archive we were looking at. But just like the one or two that I looked at, especially the one regarding the genders of
That was so good.
Dragonkin, I was like, I think Baxil honestly is kind of like Vampire Dawn of Draconians.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, Baxil wrote the last one we were reading from that you were reading.
Oh no,
He wrote
shit.
the Call to
huh?
Arms at the
No
very
shit,
bottom
he
of the
did.
page. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Because I'm trying to figure out
By
how I even
Tad
got to that link.
Baxil.
But yeah, brother.
So
Yeah, he's
Baxil,
a fucking GOAT.
We got to find a way to contact Baxil. Baxil, if you're watching this,
Oh my God.
please
tap
contact
in.
us. 'Cause
Please fucking tap in.
we legitimately love the shit you write.
Yes.
And
And he's
I
a
wanna
good
see if
writer
still
too.
around. He's a very good writer.
Quite literate.
Mhm.
Like
He might be. That's what I'm saying. He's like
ultra
top,
literate.
Yeah. He's up there.
Mm-hmm.
So they continue. I'm also a trans man. It took me a while to come to terms with my gender. Good for you. I have been dealing with the feelings of being different and possibly non-human my whole life. Part of my rational self is trying to figure out if this feeling is rooted in trauma, since I have lived a pretty isolated life until fairly recently. So I'm trying my best to rule out any mundane reason first. I'm also discussing these feelings with a licensed psychologist. I wonder what that conversation is like, bro.
That, oh my God. That, you know what? Damn. So, to be a psychologist and be able to have these kind of conversations, that must be incredible.
That's a lot of patience, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, goddamn. Then they just go on to say, like, you know, they're just basically asking if anybody else is in their kind of age range and just really discovering their otherkin nitty.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because in here I do see a lot of people that are talking about how they're in like their late 30s and stuff, and they
Yeah.
also appear to be much younger than their human age.
You know, I've been told I look quite young for my age. I've been told by the guys at the liquor store that I look like I'm like 19. They're always really fucking. They put my ID under a goddamn UV light, under a UV light. They fucking take out a hammer, fucking hit it a little bit, put it under over a open flame. Like, all right,
Making sure it's not printed on paper.
yeah, make sure I'm not about to give a teenager alcohol.
See, that must be a hard pill to swallow as one of these otherkin too, is that you're gonna get carded for the rest of your life. You're not gonna age anymore.
Oh yeah, true. Oh my god, yeah, that's the oh. Nah.
I mean, especially a vampire.
Yeah,
Those fools love to party.
they do.
You telling me you're hitting all these clubs? You're getting pressed by security every time.
Does your mind age as a vampire, or do you just stay mentally the same age as well? What the fuck does how does a 200-year-old child think? Is it
That's
still
also
a
a great
kid? Is it just
question,
like a wise kid, but still a kid?
So if you now I'm trying to piece together if they're vampires.
Because there's a physicality to the aging of the brain. It's not just, so if the brain doesn't develop, like the frontal lobe still is underdeveloped,
Yeah.
but you also have hundreds of years of experience. So what does that look like?
I mean, I'm also just trying to think like these people who are people like you who have a vampire soul in them.
It's very new for me.
I'm just trying to figure out like, because you've aged, you were a baby,
Right.
and now you're a man.
Yeah.
When do you stop aging? What is your vampire age? And how come you are physically aging even if you're a vampire and you're not supposed to age?
I think there's a conflict. I think when you are spiritually a vampire, you don't reap the full physical effects. So I think that there's
I see.
There's one of, let's be honest, many battles within me, and that is but one of them. The aging, the age preservation, the stagnation of vampirism with my human genes constantly evolving. So I'm still gonna age, but I just kind of look better than a lot of these people. That's all.
I just look good.
That's basically what it comes down to.
That must also be crazy, like, because now I'm thinking about like vampire movies and shit, and I'm like, imagine being like one of these kid vampires that got turned. Because when you get turned, you stop aging right there. Imagine being turned as a child and you're like 300 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, I'd be fucking pissed.
I'm like, what am I doing? I can't go out. I can't rent. Fool can't even rent a car, bro. Like, what the hell? Fool can't do nothing.
Do you think do you think at the vampire club, like the underground vampire club, they'll serve like a 10-year-old vampire because he's 300? I mean, it's not gonna hurt him.
That's true. What's it gonna do?
Yeah.
But do they drink alcohol at the vampire clubs or just sipping on blood?
That's a good point.
Like, vampires get drunk?
I don't know.
How's that beer feeling with your vampire spirit?
I was about to say, I think I can handle these things pretty well.
But you have a human liver and everything.
Yeah, but I think that's why I'm able to drink a lot more than other people. I think the vampirism, it's kind of like a Wolverine type of situation. You know how he has
adamantium liver.
Exactly. Well, yes, something like so. Basically, I think the way that Wolverine, because of his regenerative abilities, he, in order to get a buzz, he has to like smash the whole bottle. It's kind of like that.
It's kind of like a ghoul from Fallout. You can drink.
Oh yeah.
They can drink like a fucking crazy amount because they can't really die or anything, so they just can get fucked up all day. Doesn't really
that's why they're always in the bars. I never really realized that about the game. I don't know a lot of Fallout history.
Yeah.
There also is Ghoulkin.
There is Ghoulkin.
We didn't get to go too much into that. We
met one of these fools.
They're fucking ghouls.
Half ghoul. He was a half ghoul ghostkin.
That's awesome.
That would be tough, bro. Being half ghost, half ghoul.
You think?
What does that even mean? You what?
Do you think you're ghoul? You think you're ghost?
I feel if anything, maybe I'm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what my voidkin side is more of a ghost.
Yeah.
Kind of. More on the ghost side of voidkins. I'm like a dark void ghost.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dude, void ghost yoles. I think so.
Hey, bro.
I think
I'm
so.
feeling very voided out right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn, man.
Real ghosty. But
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of ghost. Like I'm trying to think back to my what I feel on the inside. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta really take the time and sit
Yeah.
on it for a little while to really understand who you are. Like this fool took 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what my phantom shape is.
To process.
It really is. No, now it's kind of like I wonder. Oh,
Can your
I
phantom
wonder.
shape maybe delve into Objectkin? Do you think that maybe you're a blade?
Oh my god, maybe I'm like one of the
Or if
like
you're
a
a
poltergeist kind of a polterkin.
oh yeah. You
So
would
I just
have the
like possess
objects.
items and just hey, I'm thinking on it right now. You know, I'm trying
Imagine,
to
okay,
get where I'm at.
well, how does this sit with you? Yols, the ghost blade of the void.
Oh, see, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
I think it could fit.
A champion of the void, some might say.
I think so.
We gotta bring this shit back.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
I'm
we should
feeling
start a whole website just dedicated because all the websites I went to were fucking dead.
they are dead. Yeah,
They're
it'd be
all been abandoned.
low key. It would be kind of cool to give people that space, low key,
That
to
would be
just
pretty
run
sick.
wild and just
Just
like,
run a website where we can just have all these boards and
yeah,
people just, hey, we're out here for you. We'll let you know any updates.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. I like it. I
yeah.
like it. I'm feeling real ghosty.
I'm a dragon. I recently came upon an internet subculture I'd previously been unaware of.
Mhm.
Otherkin are a group of people who seriously believe themselves to not be fully human or even human at all, either through reincarnation or some other mystical explanation. Otherkin believe that their soul or their spirit or even their physical form is that of either a mythical creature such as a unicorn, fairy, mermaid, elf, dragon, griffin, vampire, or angel, or a real animal such as a fox, a lion, a wolf, or a dolphin. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
There are even, too soon. There are even some who believe that they are aliens. Those that believe they are physically not human explain their human appearance by some sort of glamour or shape-shifting ability. Many otherkin feel that they are much older than their human years and often believe they have special powers such as a psychic ability, healing ability, empathic ability, and whatnot. Some feel they are superior to humans and complain about humans a lot. They do. They refer to the process of realizing that they are not human as awakening. And many believe that they are more than one mystical creature, such as dragon, cat hybrids, and whatnot. Like myself, I'm a draconian vampire of the void. Many get very offended if their beliefs abilities are questioned, and there's often a lot of dissent within the community, like when a fox otherkin might claim that the angel otherkin are full of shit
Oh
because
shit.
they don't actually serve God or something.
Come on,
I
man.
agree.
I
No,
don't
actually,
agree.
no, I don't.
I don't know.
No, I don't agree.
I saw this one post where someone was talking about how they're a vampire.
Yeah.
And they were talking to Christians on Reddit
Oh,
about
yeah.
how they're a vampire, but they're also a Christian and love God. And
Yeah.
they were like, everyone was like, "You're not a vampire." And this person
Whoa,
got all upset, and
no.
they're like, "I thought Christianity was supposed to be accepting of everyone."
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, have you not seen how fucking homophobic and crazy these fools are? But you thought they were gonna accept a vampire gang? Like maybe just
Imagine.
chill, just calm down a little bit, bro. We'll get there. The next pope is a vampire. What if the oh fuck?
He just wants to get closer to the blood.
All the fucking what is all that crazy? I mean, they have the blood. They have all that crazy shit. The Catholic Church. What do they call it? I can't remember what they call them, but they have like crazy shit. Like they got like all the artifacts and stuff that are
Oh,
apparently
I
like
know what you're
Jesus's and like they have
er,
like the spear that pierced Jesus's side and all that stuff.
there's also uh in Uncorrupted Saints
Mm,
where they just I mean that shit is so gangster.
yeah,
They
yeah.
literally they have like you should edit in a picture later to go with it so people
Mhm.
can see. But they'll just have like some motherfuckers like jaw
Yeah,
behind
yes,
glass.
yes.
And they're like, look at his holy jaw.
That shit's so crazy, dog.
His holy jaw just said no to entropy because
Bro.
of the Holy
That's what
Spirit.
I'm saying. See? God is good.
Yo, wait.
What if they were vampires, bro? That's why the jaw is still around.
Hasn't that been a thing in media as well? Like a vampire like Catholic
For
connection.
sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think
I
specifically,
feel like it
but
has to be.
yeah, because you have the communion. Yeah, you have
Oh, fuck.
the resistance to entropy.
The shape shifting.
Why aren't there clear windows in churches? Why are they always filtered through some kind of colored glass? It's almost like direct sunlight would. No.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Holy fuck. Nah, this shit's... I'm getting scared.
The world is not what you think, listeners.
All I'm saying, do some research, bro.
YouTube
Fuck.
word.
Shit. Never mind.
Okay, so he says, for debate, although I do try to respect people's spiritual and religious beliefs, to put it bluntly, I think anyone who believes themselves to physically be a fairy wolf hybrid is either self-delusional or quite possibly psychotic.
Whoa.
Most of these people tend to share the same traits: social ineptness, serious depression, or other psychological problems, a love of fantasy, sci-fi novels, and RPGs, and not feeling like they fit in society. It's understandable that an overweight, pimply 16-year-old nerd would want to escape into fantasy by day. Mind you, he's one of them.
1,000, exactly.
By daydreaming about life as a majestic winged dragon. But I think it negatively affects the person's life when they take the fantasy and act as if it's reality. It gives them an excuse to continue in their antisocial ways because now they feel they're better than the mean humans who tease them in high school. Instead of growing up and facing reality, they find online communities that become their only link to other people, and they all reinforce each other's delusions. But does this vary from typical religious beliefs? Is considering yourself otherkin any less delusional than being a Wiccan, a Christian? Side debate. Is it cruel and intolerant to mock these people? Or is it good, clean fun?
Brother. I mean, first of all, like you mentioned, he is one of them.
He's one of them, yeah.
So that's already crazy to be like talking all this shit.
Yeah, dude, he opened it up with "I'm a dragon."
Yeah. But then also,
fuck this guy, honestly.
Like, what are you... Like, why are you making fun of these people? It's like, yeah, if it was some fucking kid that's getting bullied and this is the way that they escape and they talk to their friends online that are like, we're all dragon... Who gives a fuck, dog? Let them
That's
have
what
fun.
I have a problem with. I have a problem with bullied kids seeking solace in people who think like, the same way.
Just let them have
what the fuck is wrong with
place where they can have fun, bro.
Yeah,
like,
this guy honestly is probably why this shit doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to be head honcho and tell people what's what. You don't see furries infighting like this.
That's what I'm saying. They're so accepting. Yeah. They're so loving.
This is why you crumbled. There it is, folks. The more fucking judgmental you are of other people, the less open-minded, more closed-minded you are, the more likely your shit is to just collapse from the inside.
That's what the fuck I'm saying, bro. It's just, that's so crazy to me. To be like, oh, these antisocial kids that are getting bullied, fuck them. Why are they, like, what the fuck, dog? Let them have fun.
Fucking cares, man.
And then the other thing that I think is also fucking awesome is like the edgy, like, is it actually different than like being a Christian to believe that you're a dragon? Like, brother, what? I mean, it's 2004, so of course it's like edgy ass atheist, like the prime time. But
yeah, true.
That's so funny to be like, you know, this is, you know what this is really similar to? Religion. Like those dudes that think they're so fucking deep that they're like comparing everything to religion. Yeah. I'm like, gang, shut the fuck up. Who cares, dog? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. Is it intolerant to mock these people or is it good, clean fun? Yeah, I think it's clean fun, bro. Let them have fun. Let them write their fucking lore. Yeah. And what's the problem with it, bro? And then guess what? It's fun to read. Why are you getting hot when you're reading it? I was having a good ass time reading this shit.
So much fun. Yeah.
This fool's out there just getting mad, reading other people who think they're fucking...
I literally read this shit till my eyes hurt last night.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking crazy, dog. Y'all don't gotta be doing this.
Yeah, man.
Was this the one that had the...
Oh my God.
They brought up the dolphin?
It is. Oh, fuck.
I don't even know if we should get it. That's...
Can we just try it and you can cut it?
Quick.
I'd like to do... Hold on. Can I take a piss break real quick? I'm going to come back. We don't have to settle on it.
I say maybe we don't read it very word for word because there's a lot of really insane shit, but maybe just give like a little overview of what was going on.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this bit here.
We'll see what's going on.
Well,
Well,
also,
the only thing is we'll see how much I have to edit out of it.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
first of all, it's very long, and second, it's obscenely graphic and some of
It's
the most fucked
fucking
up shit
disgusting.
that I've ever
It's fucking
read in my
disgusting.
entire life. Mind you, this is not connected to the Otherkin people.
No,
really.
it is not.
This is like
It is
somebody
not. No,
giving an example of like
this is a
bad
real life
people.
freak.
This is real life
Yeah.
people. This was just linked in this thread from 2004 or whatever.
Which is, it's the great thing about it is it's like this is really like the only really bad example.
But this,
at least we
this
could
dude,
find.
This dude
so
didn't even identify as an Otherkin. He
True.
was just
Yeah.
he was just horny for animals.
Yeah.
So it's different. I think people were just coming in being like, this is not.
Yeah, they're trying to
what
equate the
Otherkin
two.
are. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
people
it's
are like,
not.
no, this is not it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, before I even do that, just to give you a couple other fun little points of contention to work with.
Okay.
For the record, this is a response to the original poster. For the record, if Otherkin angels can claim to be Metatron, this should mean I can claim to be Trinity from the Matrix. Don't you know that the directors just stole their idea from my past life as a kick-ass leather-clad babe? They tapped into my psychic subconscious and made it into a movie. They owe me royalties. If you don't address me as Trinity from now on, I will accuse you of being intolerant towards my belief system. Sounds like a chud, to be honest.
I was literally about to say, shut the fuck up,
It's like this is from 2003.
That one was 2003.
Come on.
All I'm saying, bro, that's literally the same fucking argument
Same
that
shit,
dumbass
yeah.
people in like 2015 were like,
Yeah.
oh, if you can be a transgender, you could be a helicopter. Shut the fuck up, bro. Y'all
Yeah,
got the
man.
same boring ass. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, bro. Isn't that funny that like that's on both sides. It's so funny to see how shit really is not really like
Nothing's
changed.
changed, bro.
Like shit really isn't as new as you think.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what always kind of fries me about like older people saying that the world is so bad now and things are so confused. I'm like, bro, all these things you're seeing right now, the only difference is that the walls have come down and you can just see more of what was already there.
You can see it, and also people aren't being fucking murdered as much for doing. I'm like, back in the day, if you were trans or whatever, people would legitimately kill you.
Yeah.
Like you would be fucking beaten to death.
Yeah.
If you were gay, people would beat you to death, and it still happens.
Yeah.
But at least,
be refused
people
housing.
are like, exactly.
Like the whole Jordan Peterson thing, the thing that got him his claim to fame was when he was debating that person. They're like, dude, there's, like landlords that just like don't want to give us an opportunity to live. And so we're on the freezing streets of fucking Toronto or whatever and dying.
Yeah, it's so fucking crazy because I'm like,
which is crazy. Like
that's
landlords are
insane.
obviously already
course.
dog shit, but like, how the fuck could that possibly affect you? Or even if you don't give a shit about their identity as a business, how does that affect your business?
That's what I'm saying.
Poorly?
You're being a bad capitalist right now, bro.
To be honest, yeah.
Like, come on, gang. Just make money off of them, bro. Make money off of their gay ass.
Make money off their gay ass, and if something happens that's illegal or harmful or whatever, kick them out. You got your money out of them, kick them out. Get another tenant
Exactly.
in. It's like just give them something.
Fucking landlord, no matter what. So
Yeah.
Treat them like anyone else, bro.
Yeah.
You kicked out that single mom.
Yeah.
Like,
like, that part.
Come on, brother.
Let's see. And then someone responded to this guy, to the chud. He said, not true. It's a bit like me claiming to be, say, Una or Illusion. We don't even know what the fuck that is. That is a whole, Doug, the branches on this tree are, wide. I'm not them, they're their own people. I could, however, claim to be a hippocampus or a ludricani. This person is, we probably need to look more into them because, oh, and you know what? Their profile picture is an Underworld poster.
Oh, that's fucking
the
sick.
Vampire
That's
films
so
with
tough.
Kate Beckinsale. Ooh la la. You cannot claim to be Trinity. Trinity is an individual. However, you could claim to be a PVC-clad, sunglass-wearing, gun-wielding babe who lived in a world where there really was a Matrix and a Zion, etc.
Hey,
I agree.
I got no issues with that.
I got no issues with that either. That's pretty cool. Fuck, here we go.
Oh, fuck.
Now we have another chud enters the chat. They're delusional and creepy in the same way this guy is. And I'm going to open the link now. This is
It's a
kind of like
scary
it's
one.
you know what it's kind of giving, because like it's kind of giving like the just like gay people are pedophiles, just like Otherkin are
Literally
into
the
bestiality.
exact same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same type of shit. Holy fuck. Okay, so this is, well, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna try to have fun with it. You know, I'm just gonna have fun with it. It's okay. So anyway, so he tags this guy who is a delphinic zoophile. Zoophile. You've talked about zoophiles on here
We
before,
haven't
haven't
talked about
you?
zoophiles, but I think I've brought up that in some of the research we've done on different topics,
Yeah.
somehow zoophiles make their way in, and there's like a niche community on Twitter that is like extremely pro zoophile,
Oh no.
like to the point where they like are. It's fucking crazy. Like they post about how it's more humane to have sex with animals than to have sex with humans, and like all this. It's very crazy. Yeah, look. That's all I'm saying. They say you're intolerant. They say the world's gonna one day will be accepted.
No.
No, you're not, brother.
Also, just like, I mean, for health, like, I mean, because that's where most like viruses and stuff like amongst humans came from. It just came from domesticating animals.
Yeah. Now imagine if you're putting your dick in them, bro. Nah,
That's no good.
these fools.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, let's just fucking do it to me, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna try to have as much fun as possible and not take it too seriously, even though it's bad. Okay. Heyo. Firstly, introductions all around. My name is Removed to Protect Dolphin Lovers. I'm a musician, pre-vet student, and delphinic zoophile. Oh my God. We were wondering how he got these opportunities. He's a fucking vet student.
He probably
Okay.
he's probably like interning at a fucking aquarium or something during this.
People are often wondering just what the hell zoophilia is. Zoophilia is best described as a love of animals so intimate that the person and the animal involved have no objections to expressing their affection for each other in the sexual fashion. This is not to be confused with bestiality, where a person forcefully mates an animal without their consent and with no mutual feelings whatsoever. This is something that I would never do to a dolphin, since I love them dearly and treat them with the same respect that an honest husband would have for his wife and children. Dolphins are very intelligent, highly emotional, and expressive creatures. They enjoy the company of humans, and if a relationship develops between a human and dolphin, as has happened with me, they will, on occasion, wish to express their trust and affection for you in the most direct way, through mating or sex play. You see, dolphins do not use sex purely for procreative reasons. They use it as a way of strengthening the bonds between pod mates, mothers and calves included. And also for fun. Dolphins and humans share this common trait with very few other animals, so sometimes it makes me wonder when people continue to ask me, how do you mate with a dolphin? Easy. Let the dolphin tell you.
Dog, who is asking you that? Where are you being asked? How do you mate with the dolphins? Where have you received that question, brother? There's no fucking way.
Well, here's a selection of questions people have asked me, so I hope this sheds some light on the subject, you ignorant swine. He didn't say that, I added that. Question, how do I tell a male dolphin from a female one? Answer, probably the most common question I get asked. There are two ways of determining the sex of a dolphin. The most obvious way is to take a peek under the peduncle, the long part of the body connected to the tail flukes. Naturally, on the dolphin's belly, directly opposite the dorsal fin, will be the umbilicus, or the navel of the dolphin. Looking further down towards the tail, you start to see the differences. Male dolphins have two separate slits for the penis, the urogenital opening and the anus. These are separated by a bridge of skin. The male's urogenital opening is generally located further up the belly towards the navel. Females, on the other fin, have one continuous larger slit, the anus, located at the end of it. On either side of the genital slit, you will find two smaller slits. These are the mammary slits, where the nipples of the dolphin are kept for feeding the calves. The slit is also located closer to the tail stalk of the dolphin. The other way to determine the sex of the dolphin, if you can't reach their belly, is to look at their melon or head. The males tend to have a fatter, rounder melon, while the females are more sleek and streamlined. And basically, what we found last night is that the Q&A gets worse and worse as it goes. It gets really bad. So, question number 2. How do I know if a dolphin wants to have sex? Answer. There are various ways a dolphin has of showing that she or he is interested in sex. Males are probably the easiest to detect. They'll swim around, sporting an erection, in parentheses, anywhere between 10 to 14 inches long for a bottlenose, and will have no bones about swimming up to you and placing their member within reach of your hand.
Fuck me.
If you are out of water, they may swim up to you and roll belly up, exposing themselves to you, coupled with pelvic thrusts. If you are in the water, they may press their genitals up against yours, nibble your fingers, nuzzle your crotch, or do pelvic thrusts against you. Each dolphin's way of expressing sexual readiness varies, so the longer you know the dolphin, the better you will detect when they are sexually active.
Bro.
Question 3. What do I do if a dolphin wants to mate with me? Answer.
Yeah.
Except, if possible, I will go through the steps involved with males and females. The male. When a dolphin is interested in you, about the only thing you can do if you are male is to jack him off. Unfortunately, I cannot speak for the female of the human species. It seems women just don't like dolphins enough. That's very interesting. I don't know what that says about men, but it says something.
1000%.
So I cannot say for sure if it is safe to mate with them. I would suspect not due to a dolphin's size, but then again, I cannot say for a woman. Warning!
No.
In the considerations of safety, you should never let a male dolphin attempt anal sex with you. The bottlenose dolphin member is around 12 inches, very muscular, and the thrusting and the force of the ejaculation, a male can come as far as 14 feet, would cause serious internal injuries, resulting in peritonitis and possible death. Unless you are the masochistic type, you'll have a hard time explaining to your predicament to the doctors in the emergency ward. A male dolphin's member is roughly S-shaped, tapered at the end. If you are in the water with them, it is best to it is best to support the dolphin on his side, just under the water with one hand, and handle him with the other. Male dolphins, I find, tend to prefer the base.
Brother.
I'm going to skip over that part. Let's see. It feels very much like the rest of the dolphin. It doesn't take long for the male to ejaculate, around 40 seconds to a minute. And this is usually accompanied. I'm going to skip that too. Now this part's kind of funny. The force of ejaculation can be powerful at times, so it is best to keep your face out of the line of fire or keep his member underwater. And then I'm going to skip that next part too.
Holy fuck.
How the fuck do you know so much? There is so much detail here and so much, I find.
I feel like there's so much to be said
experience
about that too, where I'm like, this was talking about, he creates these deep connections like any loving husband would to their partner. It's like, you obviously are fucking all these dolphins because you got experience with men, women. You're fucking every dolphin, bruh. I think the dolphins are just being dolphins.
Yeah,
Dolphins
you're kind of a whore.
are literally known to just fuck everything. They fuck all the fish. They fuck dead animals. They do everything. I'm like, I don't think this is any kind of connection. I think you're just a fucking freak who has a dolphin fetish.
And you're getting passed around by dolphins.
And every dolphin's had their way with you, bro. You should be ashamed of
bro,
this.
he's for the tides.
Fuck, bro. Do you?
It's
do you wanna go
I'm wondering if I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cool it there. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's more, but you know, you get the basic idea.
He goes all into women. He goes all or
Yeah,
female dolphins, and he does
yeah,
is.
yeah. Talks about
Where
can
can
you
I
get
find dolphins to
any?
mate with? Is one of the questions that he gets asked. Apparently,
You want to read the answer? Kind of want to hear you read it because it's like pulling teeth.
he says aquariums are a bad choice for many reasons. Too public. The dolphins are not in their natural habitat. Night visits are impossible, etc. Some may have external enclosures, which may be accessible, but that is no guarantee. Best thing sometimes is to find a beach or a cove that dolphins frequent. It takes time to develop a relationship with a dolphin to the point where they will let you mate with them, although some have been as quick as 3 days to acclimate. Brother,
That's not your husband. That's not your wife, bro.
come
3
on,
days.
3 days and you're already, come on, gang. Chill with that, bro. Gaining their trust takes time. You need to visit frequently. This is impossible for some people, I understand, but it's the best way. Sometimes you just need to be in the right place at the right time. I've been extremely lucky on 2 occasions with wild dolphins, and my current mate is a dolphin who lives in the harbor of my residence city.
Yo, he's like a pedophile hanging out by like parks and
Brother,
schools, except he goes to the harbor.
1000%. That's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, we need a new thing. You need to not be allowed within like fucking 10 miles of
No,
the
bruh.
sea.
What the fuck? Also, how the fuck are you? I don't. The whole thing is so fucked. But I'm just like, that seems so fucking disgusting to go out and you're just fucking wild animals. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing, bruh? How?
It's like also it's like, but I don't know. They got to beef up harbor security. That's all I know.
That's what I'm saying. They need the
Yeah.
golf carts going around
Yeah.
the fucking coves.
We
I
need
don't know,
the
bruh.
floodlights. We
For sure,
can't
bruh.
be having this. We can't be having people just, you know, calmly walking back to their apartment after just getting it on
Brother,
with a
that's
fucking dolphin.
fucking crazy.
You can't have
The
that.
walk of shame after
The
a
wa-
dolphin. bruh.
The walk of shame from
Nah.
the sea.
Nah, I wonder if he ever slept in the cove, bruh.
Oh my god. Pillow talking with the
Spent-
dolphin.
Holy fuck, dog. Nah, this dude's evil.
Yeah, no, he's got to be
This
shot.
is actual evil activity.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
So, I mean, but just to emphasize, if this is kept in, this is not good.
Yeah, don't do this.
This guy is
PSA,
not.
don't do this.
This guy is not part of the astral war in any shape or form. He has no past life. He has no draconic heart. He's just a freak.
He's just a freak.
He's just a freak bad guy.
Yeah,
Bad guy
Fuck.
freakazoid.
that shit.
That was rough. That was fucking rough. But on the other end, I kind of would like to. I kind of like to know a little more about this shit. I mean, I think I don't know. It's probably gonna open up like a fucking hole in my brain from the rot. But I think maybe a future topic could possibly be this shit. But I just don't know if I'm, because that was just one fucking guy from an old archive. I can't imagine that world, because like the Otherkin world, there's a lot of fun to be had. There's a lot of I don't know. There's a lot of wholesome qualities to it. Zoophiles, there is not a goddamn thing wholesome about it. There's nothing expressive. There's nothing to do with identity. It is not, there's no safe space we could ever possibly want to exist if they do exist. So I think it could be a topic for the future, but it is definitely one it'll take some building up to. Sorry, I was just
Which ones were we talking about?
talking. I was just saying that I would like to get into the zoophile shit more, because it would be
No, I think that one
a
would be
gold
good,
mine. But I was also just saying, like, you know, the Otherkin shit is very fun.
but,
The
what
zoophile
I'm
shit is
saying.
not fun.
Otherkin,
This shit,
I love Otherkin.
yes, this shit
This is-
hurts.
Yeah, this shit's demonic.
And I was also saying, I'm like, after hours of researching last night and being a little drunk, it was definitely easy. Now, sitting down here, having a little bit of a buzz. The second time around, it was quite difficult. I didn't want to finish. I finished the whole thing last night, mind you. Last night I read the whole fucking thing. Now I'm like, you know what? That's all right. That's enough. But yeah, I think that is a whole world we could dive into in the future. But goddamn, do we got to build up some fucking mental strength, some mental firewalls need to be put up. I don't know how we'll do it. It's definitely not at the top of priorities, but I think it's something we could build up to.
One day, bro.
Let's go back to some fun stuff, man. Let's have some goddamn fun, man.
So
Jesus,
I guess just to have them break it down a little bit more, I'm gonna go through this one real quick. This is just some folks talking about the differences between furries and otherkin. It was posted on r/furry. What is the difference between furries and otherkin? Stumbled across the term otherkin and therian earlier. How is this different from being a furry? And then my boy, the dog bird is what his fursona is, says, generally, otherkin believe that they were an animal in their past life / have the soul of an animal. There are several deviations of this belief, but this is the general idea. This differs from furries, as we don't believe that we are our sonas any more than cosplayers believe that they're actually their characters. Interesting. And then this guy who's a wolf says, I'd say it's more of a gray area when it comes to us furries. I'm positive there's some of us who think like otherkin, or at the least mildly, and vice versa. The otherkin could still like to do and like furry art at the same time. At least that's how I think it could work. This is an open-minded furry.
Yeah, he's a pretty open-minded guy.
But it is interesting. So a lot of these people are talking about how furries have a general interest in anthropomorphic characters ranging from fetishes to art, which
and the fetishes
definitely
are
a lot of interesting fetishes. But he says art to fetish is a range, and then he comes back and says, which mind you, this dude's username is Take My Knot, which is
does that mean something? What does that mean?
When we were looking at furry stuff, the knot is like a dog dick.
Okay.
He says, on a scale of art to fetishes, you comment is a double-ended paintbrush. Sounds kinky and efficient. These fools, this is the thing with furries. I love furries, but they always try and be like, look, the fetish shit is not a big part of it. Anytime I go into any furry fucking thread, anywhere,
there's a lot.
There is at least a couple people that either have horny ass usernames or comment shit like this. So I'm like, brother, you are not beating those fucking allegations, gang.
Yeah, you gotta be shot.
But then other people come in and say that therians and otherkin are more of a religious view, and furry is a hobby. Which I guess does make sense after everything we've read.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about the Great Astral War and the calamities therein without it being somewhat of a religious experience. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Maybe spiritual would have been a better term.
Yeah.
Than religious.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
think that's probably what he was trying to get at. It's more of a spiritual identity that goes along with otherkin.
Totally. I think spirituality, awesome. I think hobbies, awesome.
Dragons,
I think
awesome.
Vampires, awesome. Ghouls, awesome. Fucking dolphins, no good.
Hey. We draw the line, bro.
We
disavow that.
It's a pretty hard line. I wonder what it must be like. Fuck, man. See, this is why we gotta gain like a Rolodex of people we can talk to. Because I'm like, how is it as a furry? Because, well, I mean, I guess we didn't really get there, but I mean, you could infer the furries won the war. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, otherkin, my people, my kindred are mostly defunct, disbanded.
Even like the modern websites, I would go in and like try and join the Discord servers that they have, which I've never done for any other episode.
Yeah.
But I was so intrigued to see who these people are and see if I could talk to some of them. The Discords would have like 10 people in them.
Yeah.
On like any of their websites that were at any point had any kind of traction. They were just like they just were non-existent
we
anymore.
we really are reading the life and times of a lost civilization.
And they're getting close to extinction, dog. Like I said, the Otherkin subreddit had like 5,000 members and it had like 10 posts a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the furry one, just by comparison, 165,000 weekly visitors to the subreddit.
But what I was gonna say is if we can get like a modern, just
Mhm.
any furry, I wonder what is it like going to a con and navigating the wholesome side versus the fucking
That
other,
is very
because both
interesting.
are present at
Mhm.
all these things. So how the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you just ignore all the like fucking like dog dick dildos or whatever?
I don't
And
know.
like, how do you avoid that shit? How do
Mhm.
you develop a relationship with another furry? There's always going to be the possibility that they are just a zoophile.
Very true. True.
That's scary.
I don't know. We got to get someone on, bro.
Yeah, we
We
got
got
to.
to get an
Yeah.
expert. We got to get a furry expert. Our
And-
furry correspondent.
Yes. Dude.
That would be so
Yes.
sick. But we also do got to hit up one of these old
Yes.
Otherkin folks. Like
Yes.
that were posting back in 2003 or whatever.
I need to tap in with my draconian OG.
God damn. We need
Got to check in.
fucking, what's his name? Baxil.
Baxil. Yeah. Oh, we haven't even gotten to Baxil.
Let's get the Baxil story
Let's
right
get
now,
the
bro.
Baxil, man. Baxil's the shit. The life and times of Baxil.
Fuck,
An essay.
Oh, did you read the top part? It's an essay I originally wrote for the class of UCSB.
Yes. I do remember that. Yeah. So
Class about exploration of fringe thought.
Yeah.
See, this dude is
He's fucking real. This motherfucker done bled for this shit.
he, 2003 is when he posted this. Posted in 1997.
Bro, can you imagine?
He posted this before we were born, bro.
Can you imagine like the pushback and just like ostracization you would experience writing some shit like this in 97
Holy shit.
for
dog.
school?
For
Like it's going to be
school.
reviewed by a professor, possibly even peer reviewed. Gang.
That's fucking nuts. See, I love these
You
fools,
got to
man.
respect
I
the
love
shit.
these dudes.
You got to respect the nuts you got to have on you
Mhm.
to do that. Let's see. To say that I believe in magic or that I believe in dragons is an understatement. It's certainly true, but barely brushes the edge of my paradigm. My life has not been touched by magic and draconity. It has locked itself into a full body embrace with them. Every day I see and talk to beings who don't physically exist on this earth. Very few of them are humans. Neither am I. Underneath my human skin lurks a soul with wings and scales. And for me, the soul is what counts. I am a mage. I am a dragon.
Ooh.
Depending on their prior experience with the metaphysical, the average person finds this aspect of me either disturbingly insane or immensely fascinating. I have very little trouble admitting my beliefs, as I learned long ago to live for myself instead of others, but I find a great deal of difficulty in trying to explain them. After all, in a world like ours, you'd be hard-pressed to find more fringy topics than the existence of magic and dragons. Both of the dominant paradigms today, religion and science, turn up their noses at magic, either because it's satanic or unbelievable. Even within the metaphysical community, there's great disagreement as to just what is and isn't really out there, not to mention that nobody has yet publicly provided convincing proof of even the bare existence of magic. I actually really agree with that.
Yeah.
The religious world turns their nose up at anything that isn't law, and scientists are like, you're a fucking idiot.
Mhm.
So I
Look, brother.
totally agree with that part. How then does the son of a scientist, born and raised a Christian, he is tapped into both, so he knows from personal experience, turn to embrace it? What is out there, or perhaps inside us, that causes one to choose the path of will working? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Baxil is making some sense to me.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. This is why he's the GOAT.
He's the fucking GOAT.
We gotta find him.
In my case, the answer is inextricably linked with not only who I am, but who I consider myself to be. I most likely would never have studied magic if I did not believe I was a dragon. And if I hadn't learned as much as I did about magic, draconity might have been little more than a vague lifelong aspiration. This almost begs the question, what made me think of myself as a dragon? That is the question. And all this shit. That is the question. How?
I need to know.
I hope to eliminate these themes through a variety of personal experiences. Surprisingly, there are a great number of people out there who also consider themselves dragons. Case in point, many of them are quite public about it. I hope, as they often do, to deliver some insight into the broader dragon paradigm, as well as that of the mage.
Dog, I'm just trying to think of like in 97, how many people were out and about talking about their dragons? He says a lot of them.
Guys,
It's got to be the convention he went, because I've
gotta
been
be, yeah, gotta
while
be
you've been reading. I
Bacon.
have been trying to dig deep and find some info on him.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of his profiles somewhere, he says he's a West Coast. He lives in California. He's a West
Of
Coast
course.
sci-fi furry convention attendee / staffer. So maybe he might have had something to do with like starting a lot of these conventions. That's
Holy
kind of what's
shit.
coming to my mind. At least he worked at some of them. But
Do we know if he's alive? Are you able to tell? When was the last
the
thing he
last
posted?
thing I can find is on his website. He posted in 2010 about like a tabletop RPG that he was running
Yeah.
for his friends that was dragon themed.
Can
But
you imagine being in that room?
I'm gonna see if I can find. I can't find any of his own emails. All I can find is contact emails for his old website that hasn't been updated since 2010. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I'm lying. It hasn't been updated since 2006. So I'm sure that email doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Fuck.
But I'm gonna try and find.
We gotta
I'm gonna
find
try
him.
and find something because I just want to talk to this dude because this is so
Absolutely.
fucking crazy and interesting.
Right? Yeah, because unlike a lot of other people, like he really has like the
Look, I would
level
like
of
to talk to a lot of these people, but
Yeah.
this dude specifically is like
yeah.
so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Like the shit that he writes and like the amount of time he puts into all this
Mhm.
stuff is
That's what I'm saying. It's a level of
crazy.
conviction that doesn't exist in any of
Mhm.
these communities that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says many dragons and mages have always lived with their beliefs. My case is different.
Ooh.
I started out in a Christian household, got baptized, and went to Sunday school. I cherished science and science fiction from an early age. The influences on me during my formative years were all very normal adults. The person I am today would not exist if something had steered me away from that path. So what was it? The question bugs me to this day, but I'd like to share some insights. I really want to know as well. One of the things I continually noticed since grade school is that I was always very different from most kids, partially in that I was very bookish, but mostly in ways that were very subtle and ways that still elude easy description. In a way, it's like when you're shopping with friends and the cashier gives you an extra nickel in your change and you hold up the line for 15 seconds while you explain that she gave you too much money back. And then all your friends ask you why you didn't just take the extra nickel, and you're helpless to explain because it's not something logical. It was just the right thing. I couldn't fit in with humanity. I couldn't justify it, but I knew in my heart it was right. There was just some twist in my mirror to the outside world. From my classwork, it became obvious to me I didn't think the same way as other children my age. Indeed, at the age of 9, I wrote a letter to an adult crossword puzzle magazine pointing out an error in one of their clues. As I grew up, though, I found I couldn't fully relate with adults either. In many ways, I felt abandoned. I grew up believing that not even my closest friends understood me. I also wasn't very skilled with emotions. As most bright youngsters do, I endured a great deal of teasing. Unfortunately, I tended to bottle myself up, and the tears and the rage would come out all at once in periodic breakdowns. I've thought long and hard many times about my childhood. Was I reaching for an identity? Did my desperate quest to find a peer group, understanding, and non-destructive environment lead me to retreat into the realms of draconity? Honestly, I don't think so. I've always had a rich and treasured fantasy life, but only around junior high school did dragons even start showing up. Even then, it was a much larger framework. And why dragons? That's a question that for me has no good answer. What I'd like to say is that I was drawn to dragons because I am one. I am subconsciously reclaiming my heritage. Amen. That's the simple answer, the one that fits. But it also hinges entirely on my self-assessment being objectively true. I believe entirely in my draconity, but realistically, there's a chance I've got a faulty self-image, and thinking about alternative theories certainly doesn't hurt. He's honestly shockingly self-aware.
Yeah, I know.
I've had two draconic friends tell me that their respective guardian spirits, who they'd been talking to since early childhood, were dragons. I do know that I grew up similarly with a dragon spirit guarding me, but I have no conscious memories of even recognizing his presence. I'm certain that a number of dragons out there got started with recurring draconic dreams. A friend of mine who goes by Sev online explains his experience. I suppose that one of the things that really started the ball rolling were my dreams. I mean, I was either a human in my dreams or a dragon. That's it. And I have had some potent dreams with dragons. There was one that seemed so real that when I woke up, it took me several minutes to realize that it was a dream.
Damn. What? Have you ever had a dream like that?
No.
Nothing that you were just like, you're like, damn, I thought I was that guy.
Oh, not specifically.
Not a dragon necessarily.
Not specifically with dragons.
I'm not trying to diminish your dragonkin. Your dragon.
Thank you. I did feel lightly attacked.
No, I'm sorry. Microaggression. I'm checking myself.
It's okay. And you know what? And I hear you, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're well. Yeah, of course. And but yes, I've had that. There was a time. It's been less, but there was definitely a time where my dreams were, I think I've told you before, but they were so potent. I mean, I was waking up in a pool of sweat like a few times a week. I mean, for months, like a long time. And yeah, a lot of those dreams, I would sit in that kind of like fog, that haze of sleep. And I really like, it felt like I was like having to like code back into reality. I've definitely had dreams like that were, it felt so real. And especially when it's a disturbing dream, I'm like, no. And after a few minutes, once I fully come to, I'm like, okay, it was a dream. I can confidently say that was only a dream, but it's a crazy experience.
No, because for me at least, the only ones that I've had like that are like not good. Like it's usually not good stuff going on.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm just thinking like, 'cause I've had like bad, like not good dreams that felt too real to where I'm like some crazy shit happened to like other people or whatever, and I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, holy fuck, like what? Then it takes me a while, but I'm just thinking like how. I'm just trying to figure out how that would feel to have like such a good dream, you know, where you're like somebody else, but then you wake up and you're like, I wish that was real.
The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that has been that way, and I think we had talked about it before just casually. I think Fern had said that he's had it as well. I think you said you had never had it. Well, as you just said, you haven't had a good one, but one that came up for me and has come up with, like I said, Fern, and probably a good amount of other people, is like having like this like ideal partner in a dream and almost feeling like you went through like a whole relationship with this like ideal person, like soulmate, and then you wake up and they're not real. It never happened. It's not real. It's you experience like a minor heartbreak for like 5 minutes and then you just fully come back.
That's crazy.
I got to look into the psychology of that. I don't know what that means, but that is, I've had this since I was a kid, actually.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't say regularly, but at certain intervals in life, I'll just have a dream where I meet someone and everything about them just kind of makes sense and we have a great experience. And you know, my heart is like full of like hope and love, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know this was possible to like have like another half and all that. And I wake up, they're not fucking real.
Bruh.
It's brutal.
Fuck.
So in a way, it's still like kind of negative, but
I mean, that's probably
ends up being negative.
That's probably what my boy Sev went through.
No shit,
He woke up and he was like,
no
shit. He had this beautiful experience, and then was just like, this isn't real.
Yeah, got to be like the same thing. Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Dude, I could imagine too, flying around as a dragon in the astral realm, and it feels so real and so right, and then you wake up and you're like, I'm just a guy. Fuck, dude. I'd be pissed.
I would too, bro. Burn the
Damn.
house down.
Yeah.
My fire breath.
Via fire breath.
Via. Jesus.
I don't know how many, because this is a long
This is
essay. So
very
there's
long.
like he really goes into his shit.
Yeah.
Would you like to? I think you took a liking to the DNA, the biology.
Oh yes, we should.
dragons.
We
So this
should
is
definitely hit the biology.
another essay by our what should I say? Just our lovely Baxil.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it? Draconity, which one? Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'm just realizing I don't think it was Baxil. Yeah, I got it.
You found it?
I got it. Yeah, here. Let me send it to you, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, it was by Green.
It's by Green.
Damn.
Green's a fucking real one too. Baxil is the Dawn, but
Yeah.
surely Green is a
You might have taken.
comparagine.
He took the mantle.
Yes.
Want to take the lead on the biology you found?
I actually thought I would let you have that one.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you did a pretty good job when we were going over it last night.
So this is by another pillar in the community. This fool's still fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
He's still active. They are still active. Their system.
Yep.
So they're talking about.
Oh yeah, sorry to cut you off, but that's how we found out about the ghouls.
Exactly.
There are ghouls.
Exactly.
Ghouls and draconites are closely linked. Maybe not closely linked, but they get along.
Hey, they can exist in the same system.
You know what I'm saying? Us dragons, we politic with the ghoul folk.
It is what it is, bruh.
You know?
Everyone gets along.
You know?
So this is the biology of drakes.
Oh my god.
You feel me? So this guy their name is Green.
Yeah.
Because that's the closest thing that was the translation from Draconic.
Yeah.
Was Green. They kind of go into.
See, that's how you know motherfuckers is real.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know?
You got a translated name, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
So they kind of go through. They're talking about the 4 binary genders of the drakes. So they have primel, which have WWW chromosomes. They're closest to what humans would consider male. They're smaller, higher pitched, brighter, and have more patterns. There's Sendel, which are WZZ chromosomes, closest to what humans would consider female, though they do not carry the eggs internally. Larger, lower pitched, duller, with less patterns. Interesting. Tear cell, which is what Green is,
Yes.
is a WWZ chromosome. The sex that does the actual carrying and produces the 3rd haploid cell. So they kind of crazy. They're just there to carry the eggs, basically.
That's the interesting thing. So he is saying that in draconic biology, you have to have 3 partners.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have 3 partners.
Yeah.
2, your primel and Sendel. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm rather primel.
I'm feeling pretty prime. Actually, I don't know, because primels are tiny little guys with high pitched voices.
That's true. Maybe just because Sendel. I'm about the Sendels, you feel me? I just kind of assumed I would be primel, but you know what? You might
Cornell, to be honest.
You know what? You might be right about that.
Cornell's kind of tough.
Yeah, Cornell is tough.
But yeah, so you have to have 3 partners. It's basically 3 people together. And their marriages are polyamorous, from what Green is talking about.
Yeah.
All dragon relationships are polyamorous.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have all 3. If not, you're fucking fried. You're cooked.
Which is kind of cool, because I'm like, you have to actually, you have to know that you want to have sex to reproduce, because that's the only time you would even reach out to a tear soul.
Exactly, because apparently they only reproduce once or twice a year.
Forgot about that.
So to really reproduce, you're only going out once or twice a year. So that's when you really need to find your tear soul to lock in.
I mean, if you think about it, dragon parents seem more responsible than humans.
Hey, I don't want to put down humans, because I still identify.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong. They got it planned out, bro.
They do.
You start the year, you're like, I'm about to fucking pound on October 27th, bro.
Yeah. You have to move with intention.
Exactly. Everything is intentional in the draconic world.
Can't just throw your cock and ovaries around like these fucking humans.
Yeah, no. You
Disgusting.
gotta know where it's all going.
Yeah.
You gotta count your seed.
They really make humans look like fucking degenerates.
They really do. I'm also like, how are they so much more advanced than us? Right? They got the Cornells. That's the fourth gender. Triple Z chromosomes. They shift primary sex characteristics depending on the situation. Generally smaller, duller, higher pitched, and has less patterns. Only consistent defining trait is the extra pelvic fins. I don't even know dragons had fins like that, but that's what I am, bro. I'm a shapeshifter. I can be anything.
That makes sense. You are a Gemini.
Exactly. You never know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very interesting. So they go into also the pronouns. Dragons go by null, nil, or Drake for pronouns. They can also go by just their name. If they're neutral pronouns, they just go by their name. No, null, or nil, or Drake.
Hence our boy Green.
Exactly. Green.
He's just Green.
Just goes by Green.
But it's kind of like Kanye, bro. It's like, I'm just Ye.
I'm just Ye.
He's just Green.
Maybe. I think Ye might be one of them.
I think he is, dude.
Fuck.
We're both big fans, and a lot of this stuff is making sense.
There's been a lot of. Look, all I'm saying, a lot of connections have been made today.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important. We've all learned, we've grown. A
You know
lot of information has been extrapolated from this.
You know who is most you know you know who is most critical of the vampires?
I'm not gonna say what race, what people.
Ye's tapped in.
It was a vampiric doctor. Yes, there's
Wait, hold on.
also
Actually, I'm sorry, but this is just a little side tangent, just to go further with the Ye thing. Ye, I think since Jesus is King, has been very on this, like, well, maybe further back, I don't know, but I know for sure during Jesus is King, that cycle, he's very big on, like, I'm an alien.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And on Now Since Bully has come out in the Father video, there's part of it, him and Travis take off their human masks and they're aliens. I'm telling you, the Otherkin have only been disbanded, not dead.
So this is what I'm saying. I feel like if you're an Otherkin, the signs are out there right now. We need a comeback. Like so bad.
I need a Kanye Dragon album. I need a draconic Ye. That's what I need. I need draconic fires of the I mean, bro, you even see my guy, he fucking ascends in concert during the Donda show, whatever. I'm like, bro, he's floating up into the draconic astral realm. Come on, man. He flies, he spits fire.
Maybe we need to hit up Green and try and set something up.
Oh my God. Yeah, if we can't get to Baxil, we gotta hit up Green.
I would love to have Baxil in there as the OG in the game. He can kind of guide the way, but I think we also need Green to.
I think we need Green as well.
He's still tapped in.
Yeah.
He's one of the few soldiers left.
Yeah, like I said, if Baxil is the Dawn, then Green is Comparajin.
You said it, brother. Just to really quickly go into Green's system that Green is a part of. So system is all these different spirits that live inside of one body, a headspace, if you will. And Green systems are Odoron, nicknames Obsidian Ghoul, Tearsoul Green, age 21, pronouns he, they, it, gender, I sure have one of those.
Dude, Obsidian Ghoul is so hard.
So tough. So it says, please refer to as monster, beast, creature, or ghoul.
That's fucking
bisexual disaster of a monster and a muppet of a man.
Humble.
My boy's spitting, bro.
You know?
Azem is also there, age 33, she, it. Woman thing is their gender. They're a bug monster. I didn't even know that was an option.
What kind of bug? I didn't know
That's
either.
what I'm saying.
I'd like to know.
We have one that's unnamed. They have a nickname, though. It's Gweeb, Good Boy. Oh, sorry, Goo Boy. G, Smooth Beast. Age, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I don't know what the fuck that
Bro,
means.
this is what like rap music sounds like to our parents.
Pronouns, he, it, ? Gender, yeah. Species, shape-shifting goo alien.
That's fucking sick.
Spore 2008 is the best game ever made.
But see, this is why I'm saying this is like the precursor to so much shit now. He's
Mhm.
like identify is like goop alien.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not gender fluid, bro. So many people, it's the same shit, just different terms.
We have Cathawar, alt names, Chapel and Castellan. Age, one of them. Pronouns, she,
I love how
it.
spicy they are.
I love it, bro. They're also, and they're so fucking, I like
So
it, bro. They got so much
sassy.
personality.
You know?
Gender, whatever's funny for the bit. Species,
Serio.
Puka Kelpie Backhost. It's shape-shifting horse that lives in the water. That's me. I've never heard of a Puka Kelpie Backhost, but I've heard Kelpie.
Really?
In World of Warcraft, I think. But
what is that?
it's like I think it's like a seahorse or something.
Oh, okay.
But so that's cool. We got Rikiev Vis Kisk. Come on, bro. You gotta have easier names. Nickname Reiki or Rev. There we go. Age 21 to 25. I lost track. Pronouns he, him. Gender trans man. Interesting. Interesting that you could be. I never even thought of that as an option, bro. You could be a different species. Their species is Hag's Fiend. It's a trans Hag's Fiend. That's interesting. See? I didn't even know that was an option, bro. I thought you were just. I thought it was just species, but they can be both. I kind of like that. And then Misk, I'm from Guardians of Gahul. This is what I call elite ball knowledge. No fucking idea what that means.
Dude, what's up with Gahul?
Hey, we might need to tap into Gahul.
I'm telling you,
Exploring Gahul.
The amount of lost threads to a lost world. You know what it feels like? If you ever played Assassin's Creed, when you get the pieces of Eden and you tap into the first civilization, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. We're out here.
What happened to Gahul? Bro, make Gahul great again.
We got to figure out what Gahul is.
You know what I'm saying?
We also got Apolila, nicknames Apollo, age 21, he, him, gender trans man, species bug adjacent mammal thing, furry. Okay. Eterna, nickname Turn, 44 years old, they, them, non-binary, half ghoul, nameless ghoul. I'm from Ghost and started as an OC. Indymon, nickname none, nearly 500 years old, he, him, male, Enderman / Enderwalker. So we got Endermans in here.
That's cool.
We have Thera, they void pronouns.
We fuck with the void.
Void's sick.
I find this is a very void forward podcast.
Me too. We're pro void.
Yeah.
The world's first pro void podcast. Gender, agender, species, Enderman. So there's 2 Endermen. Astraohim. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to say. Okay. Nickname Astra. Age approximately 128? ? Pronouns he, they, transmasculine, nameless ghoul / enigma. Fuck, that's hard.
That's tough.
You're a nameless ghoul enigma hybrid.
Bruh, what did Michi Darko say? I'm a walking token enigma, something you never figured. Rack in my mouth, teeth made of gold, sucking the area. Play Thug Waffle. Alexa, play Thug Waffle.
And then we have Mountain. 24 years old, they, she, non-binary woman, nameless ghoul.
You know what's fucking weird, man? I think this is where I'm at on the spectrum. Is I've always, I don't know what it is in art that I like and stuff, and it's you know, I guess this is my Conceptkin side. Is I've always felt a connection with stone.
Oh fuck.
With like rocks. Play the Cam Patterson. I like rocks.
I like rocks.
I've always I don't know what it is. I think it's definitely it's one of those things like chicken or the egg, like what came first. But I know for sure when I was a kid, like that was a thing. Like me and
Mm.
my dad was always into like different kinds of rocks.
Mhm.
And so when I was a little kid, he would take me on like walks and stuff by like water and stuff. And we were big in just like not even really like like skipping rocks if we could, but just
Mhm.
chucking rocks into water. Like, when I was a kid, like, just something about, like so I don't know, there's, like, a in my mind, I've always felt a connection to stone and water,
Oh, fuck,
and when I was a
yeah.
kid, like, I don't know, something about that action of taking, like, a unique, beautiful rock and then just chucking it into the water and seeing the explosion was just, like, I don't know, it resonated with me, I think, for so long. I think as an adult, I'm like, "I need to go do that." I think I need to tap back in with
Mm.
that. There might be some kind of
Might have some awakening.
at the very least, some kind of, like, tranquility may come with it, you know? At the very least on, like, just, like, tapping back in with the kind of, like, childhood spirit, you
Yeah,
know? Like, I think I just gotta go throw some rocks and some water, you know?
that could heal you.
Yeah, I think so. I also think that's kinda like my thing with crystals, like,
Mhm.
I don't believe in, like, the magical
Yeah.
properties of crystals. I've I've heard different sides of that in
Mhm.
person, not on
Yeah.
the internet
Yeah.
from people that I
Mhm.
know. But, I have crystals, I just like them. I just like them, just kinda like rocks, just like Cam Patterson, dude. I was like, I just like
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
them. Like, they look pretty. They look really pretty. I love all the different colors and textures and different things, and yeah, man, I could see myself it's one of them things where I'm like, "What would I do if I had a stupid amount of money?" I would have a lot of rocks, I
Be
think.
surrounded by rock.
Yeah, I'd have a fuck ton of rocks. I have all different types of rocks, crystals, dude, have you ever cracked open a geode?
You know I've cracked open a geode, bruh.
Brother, honestly, I probably wouldn't need to come for, like, 5 years if I got to just crack
Come
open a
on, bruh. Every
geode.
day, you're one of those fools that work in the geode store, bruh. Fuck.
You just bust that bitch open and just stare at it. Let me get into Geodekin. I guess if I was more tapped in, I would say that my Conceptkin, avatar and or personality would be that of a rock. Um, so really, I think the vampire stuff has been a more recent thing, but I think for me, dragons have always made sense. Hence my, kind of bias towards researching the draconic communities. But vampirism still feels real in me. But also, I feel the call of the void. But on a conceptual level, I'm a rock. So do with that what you will. Yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, just what I said before. My object can identify with his stone.
So this is on r/Otherkin, and it says reckoning with existence and colonialism.
Oh fuck
So
yeah,
this is a
dude.
weird and very vulnerable post for me. We are a system. We're in our mid-20s. We have never been entirely human. I never felt right. Having to unlearn the judgy cringe culture BS has been rough. We are a creature, meant to be some kind of space deity shapeshifter thing. I know I miss my tail, and I get phantom pain for wings I no longer have. My body doesn't fit the soul that occupies it. And like, it's kind of a colonialism thing. Like, we have been doing research. And if we were born before people started, committing atrocities, this would be normal. We would follow our calling as a shaman or spiritual creature, dance with people, scream and howl and exist, and it would be normal. This feeling, dressing up in tails and furs, being more than human, it has been recorded in so many cultures over hundreds of years. It was normal. Before people started colonizing, killing off anyone who feels this way, labeling us as possessed or savage or insane. I am not a human. I am just in one right now. And the fact that it's normal, it isn't normal anymore. That being you isn't normal is just devastating. They killed off our culture, our connections to whatever it is that brings this feeling. They made us workers, productive and subservient, and created social hierarchies that punish anyone who isn't straight white male, able bodied, and rich. And even then, you're not allowed to have feelings. You're not allowed to trust yourself and listen to the feelings and be you. And it makes me so violently angry. This has always just been normal for me. And the only way I feel like we're allowed to exist is if we shrink ourselves into one of the pre approved boxes built on hundreds of years of genocide against anyone who is different. We are scared of being institutionalized just for fucking existing in the way that feels natural to us. We face constant discrimination. We don't fit into the DID community because that's not what we are. We don't fit into the furry community because it's not a costume for us. We don't know if we fit here either, but we're going to try. Hopefully, we can find a place we don't feel terribly alone in. It feels like looking into a forest from the path, knowing I can't just follow the footsteps of others like we did with our transition. There is no map. We just have to go. And we're so scared. No one will be there for us on the other side. We're so angry that being afraid of this, of being me, has been so thoroughly carved into my DNA, into my being, and that being of so many others. So much that just existing the way I do naturally gets this terrible visceral reaction from people. I hate how demonized we are. I think that's a beautiful take to end it on, bro. You feel me?
At first, obviously, we were joking like this shit. We were like, oh my God, colonization, really?
Yeah.
But upon marinating with the shit and hearing it now, it actually makes sense to me because we're dealing with a modern lens to look at abstract feelings that people have always had, right? People have always had, you could call it a sixth sense, a third eye, whatever. People have always felt like this isn't everything, right? And I do believe in the kind of what do you call it? I guess pagan world, but kind of like polytheistic world, you know, the ancient world. There was way more, at least just open kind of consideration for just like the nature of the spirit and what people are and what kind of currents run through the world that we can't really see. And I do feel like colonization did stamp it out.
Yeah.
So I think this is the lens that he's looking through, right? Is this modern Otherkin lens. But I do think the sentiment, although expressed differently, has existed forever for sure.
I was gonna say, because when I grabbed this one at first, I was like, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, same.
Which it is kind of funny.
It is.
But I mean, I guess, yeah, like it can definitely be related to even just like trans people, right?
Yeah.
Where like the idea of being trans like has existed forever.
Yeah.
And then people are like colonized and stuff, and then they come to this idea that like trans is some brand new thing that has never existed, and you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Maybe, look, like we said in the beginning, I fucking love these Otherkins.
Same.
This shit is crazy.
Same.
I thought we were gonna come into this and it was gonna be point and laugh at these people.
I mean, let's be real. It was at first, but I feel like it's only natural. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. We were having fun, like laughing about the shit.
That's
But
what me and Fern have always said for all these ones that we've done is like we'll go into it usually like unless they're like specifically bad people. But
well, yeah,
for the most part, with
sure.
like a lot of this stuff, it's like we'll go into it obviously from the outside being like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But then you like read the stuff and you're like, okay, these are fucking cool people. Like most of these people are probably fucking just nice ass regular people that are just doing whatever they have to do to fucking survive in society nowadays.
Yeah, it's just like basic empathy, you know?
Yeah. We're not gonna be like that one dude that's like all these fucking ugly, fucking fat 16-year-olds.
And he was one.
He was one.
Literally,
Mind
he
you,
literally
he is one of them.
He prefaced it with, "I'm a dragon." Dude, that's a wild level of self-hate, dude. He 100% would be like a trans for Trump.
For sure, 1000%.
Just fucking hates that he like why would you hate that you have like such a like, I don't know, such a like you're so tapped into like the abstract and into you know, the kind of parts of the soul and mind we can't comprehend. I feel like that's a cool thing.
Yeah, bro. Be proud, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's Pride Month,
bro. It's Pride Month, man. Hey, man, this is how we christen Pride Month.
You feel me?
With our Otherkin.
This has been It's an Ugly World. Hope you guys had fun.
We certainly did.
We definitely did.
And I mean, shit, there's definitely gonna be more fun to be had. Not
Oh,
only on this
oh,
topic,
there
but we
is.
also got some other shit in the chamber too. Couple branches off of this one. Some
Mhm.
other shit. I don't know if I should go ahead and
We gotta keep some cards close to the chest.
we
bro.
do. I'll just say because we don't know when it'll happen or whatever, but we got a mafia project
Oh yeah,
that
that's gonna be interesting.
and believe it or not, it'll be more in depth than this. To be
Yeah,
honest, like
definitely.
we have a whole angle on it that is not the popular
Mhm.
angle. It is very funny, very fun, very absurd, as we
Mhm.
like to revel in the absurdity
Yeah.
of things, for better and for worse. And yeah, I don't know. We got some fun shit coming, man.
Yeah. So look forward, like and subscribe. Come back. We love you.
Please come back.
Please, please fucking come back to us, please.
Yeah, man.
Please come back, especially if you're Otherkin. Tap in, let us know. We might
Okay.
have to talk to you on a secret episode, but that's for later.
That would be amazing. Yeah, if we could actually get a part 2 with like real contacts, oh my
Mhm.
god, it'll be even better than this.
Yeah.
So
But that's all we got for you. Like and subscribe. Free Palestine. Fuck ICE. Stop the war in Iran. And we're out of here. See you.
honk if you're horny.
I'll give you horny.